Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at my thoughts and feelings on the Cold War beta and just how I'm expecting the game to come out when it does come out. I just want to go through how I think the game's going to be at launch, how it's going to play, how it's going to play out, just going off what the alpha and the beta have been like. So I'm just going to play a game whilst we are talking about this so you guys can see some gameplay rather than just looking at my ugly mug for the whole video. If you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to smash a big thumbs up and let me know your thoughts on Cold War in the comments below. Be interested to see what you lot have got to say. I know a lot of people have got negative views on it, which is actually quite surprising to me, so I quite enjoy the game, but we'll get into that in a moment. Also, if you haven't already subscribed with notifications turned on, we're on 5k subs right now, so if you lot can help us hit that, that'd be absolutely amazing. But yeah, boys, I'm literally going to jump straight into the gameplay. So guys, while we are loading into the game, on my right here on the screen, I've just got a list of the good things and the bad things about what I found with the beta, and what I want to talk about in general while we are playing through the game. But I'm just going to wait till we do get into the gameplay to start talking about it all. Guys, looks like we are going to get Combined Arms Domination on Cartel, which is 12v12, and it's really, really fun to play. So basically, guys, I'm just going to go through this list like I did say and just explain to you guys my thoughts and feelings on the game while we are playing some gameplay. So the first point that I want to make out is actually that the guns just feel really, really good this year. I'm not too sure what it is, but the guns just feel amazing. The damage they do is really good. Even the pistols, the pistols just look good, let alone feel good as well. But all the other guns as well feel really nice. Obviously, snipers feel good. We are going to run the Krig, I believe. Yeah, we're going to run the Krig. But yeah, the guns in general just feel really nice. All the sights on them, the attachments, just everything about all of the guns I have used within the beta just feel really nice, guys. And hopefully this all transfers across to Warzone 2, the game, when it does fully drop. I'm sure it will. I think it'll only get better by the time it will only get better by the time the game comes out, as opposed to where we are now with obviously the beta. So for everyone that is moaning or complaining about the beta, you guys have got to remember it is still in a beta period. It's not a finished version of the game, and yeah, you guys have just got to remember that. Like, there's no other way of putting it, because if you're moaning about a beta, accept the fact that it is a beta and wait until the full game does drop. But we're going to try and pick up a good gameplay here for you guys whilst we are talking about the points, and it's a great start to the game. So guys, the next point I want to make is actually that the time to kill feels really good. Like, the time to kill feels pretty much perfect, in all honesty. It's not, I think it might have actually been a little bit faster since Modern Warfare. I can't remember what they said it was. I can't remember if they said it was a bit slower or faster, but it feels a bit quicker than Modern Warfare did. Again, I can't remember what they said, but like, as you can see, when you are getting first shots off, majority of the time you're going to win your gunfights, which is actually a nice thing to see in most of the games. There's a lot of the times now we do find ourselves in situations in the games where we're getting shots off first, and somehow the enemies just turn on us with like a superior gun that's just broken and overpowered, that will have the upper hand, and I'm going to get killed here as well. And second up, guys, is actually score streaks and the cooldowns on the score streaks. And the score streaks in this game are actually just really good score streaks. I'd like to see the addition of like dogs or something like that in from traditional Black Ops, which would be really sick to see. However, the score streaks that are in the beta at the moment are really good score streaks, and they're just very, very useful score streaks as well. Like, obviously you've got the attack choppers, and also it gives the fact with the cooldowns now. I'm playing really badly right now, it's first game on, but the fact that the score streaks have cooldowns, and like once you die your streak still carries on, is a really, really good thing for you more casual players. Because I mean, at the moment, I know I'm not playing like super sweaty gameplay, but if I was to try hard, I'd be able to get these score streaks and just play really well with them. However, for you guys that maybe just play a bit more casually and come on for fun, as opposed to trying to grind for score streaks and high kill gameplays, then it's just a really good option for you guys, because it allows you to get the more like advanced score streaks if you wanted to. You can get the attack choppers, you can get all the other, I can't remember what the high ones are, but obviously you've got the attack choppers and all that other sort of stuff. And if they brought dogs in, you'd be able to get dogs by yourself just by playing. Like, you see, the streaks do just take up every time you die, which is a really, really good thing. And also the fact that these streaks have cooldowns, I think is really, really good. So for the better players out there that are going to go for nuclears and stuff like that, the cooldown's really going to help you out, because if you've got spy planes on, or advanced UAVs if they're in the game or anything like that, then when it comes to wanting more spy planes, you guys will be able to get a lot more throughout the streaks. Like, you'll be able to start streaking them up. Obviously the cooldown is there for the reason that you can't just get 3 kills, call 1 in, 3 kills, call 1 in, 3 kills, call 1 in. But the cooldown is there, allowing you to get more and more spy planes, to allow the fact that you are going on a massive streak and make it a lot easier for you. Obviously, as you will know, the enemy locations a lot more often, and be able to rotate around the map into the positions nicer. I'm actually on a 4 streak here right now for ourselves. I'm going to get finished off right here because my teammates are nowhere to be seen. So the other one I want to speak about, guys, is the gameplay itself just feels really smooth. And like I'm saying, this is a beta gameplay, guys. In the alpha, you could tell it was an alpha. In the alpha, you could really, really tell it was very jumpy, very buggy. It just wasn't amazing. But, however, guys, is that not someone there? Oh, it is someone there. I couldn't work that out if it was or not. But yeah, as I was saying, the alpha gameplay you could really tell was in alpha because it was jumpy, it was buggy, it was glitches in it. It just really wasn't. It wasn't a good time. I didn't really enjoy the alpha. I mean, I enjoyed it for the fact that it was the new Call of Duty and we got to play Call of Duty, don't get me wrong. However, the gameplay itself just wasn't very enjoyable because, like I said, it was jumpy, it was buggy, it was glitchy. So it just wasn't an enjoyable playing experience. However, this beta is very, very good. They can release a game like this, in my opinion, and they'd get away with it. And you've got to think, the changes they made from the alpha to the beta is incredible, guys. The amount of changes they have made to improve the game and just make it that much better is incredible. So I can only be excited to see what they're going to do between the beta and the full game, because obviously, as you guys know, the beta is that testing period for the games. Obviously, it allows people to try the game out, but it also gives the option to report bugs back, any problems with the game. They can work on it before the full release. Obviously, we've still got a full, like 30 days, I believe it is, until the full game does drop at the moment. So within them 30 days of the beta finishing up, obviously they've got next weekend with the beta as well, but from now it is about 30 days until the game leak, or game drops, sorry. And yeah, I can only be excited to see what changes they make in between now and the release day, which will be really, really cool to see how much they have listened to everyone. And I know they will. It's Treyarch track, always listen. Treyarch know what they're doing. So yeah, man, I'm really excited to see where the game does end up in the actual release of the game, because like I'm saying, the gameplay feels really, really smooth. It feels really crispy. It just feels nice. The game genuinely feels like a proper Black Ops game. It just feels very good. The movement feels good. But yeah, man, the game is just, like I keep saying, it's very, very nice. It's actually a really nice gameplay. I know a couple of people were moaning about it, and yeah, there is problems with it. But as I keep going back to, it is in beta, guys. You need to have a bit of patience with it. Like, you've got a month, as I just said, till the game fully launches. So they've got a month to make the small changes that are needed to improve the game and just make it that actual game that should be dropping on launch day. But other than that, guys, the game's just insane. I just really do enjoy the game. It's a lot of fun to play, and I just have a lot of fun with it, man. I've been sitting here just playing for ages. I've been playing without even streaming. Like, I've just been playing in my spare time. So the next point that I want to go over, guys, is the fact that the wild cards are back, and you can put 8 attachments on your gun. You can have an attachment in every single gun slot, which is so sick, man. I'm just so gassed to have that back. It allows you to make literally the best classes in the game, because you're unlocking all these different attachments. But on Modern Warfare, as you guys know, you were stuck to using 5 of the attachments. You've got so many different options that you could be putting on your guns. You've got different sights, grips, magazine sizes, barrels, muzzles, all this sort of stuff. And you couldn't put them all on. You could have a selection of 5 and that was it. But now, with obviously the wild card being put back into the game, you can have the option to go through and pick an attachment for every single part of the gun, which is just super sick, man. It's going to give players that want that option obviously, and you're going to make the most broken classes if you want to do that. But it also allows players to use other wild cards for something that they might want to do differently without putting 8 attachments on the gun. But I'm interested to see how they carry this over to Warzone, because is Warzone then going to have an option to be able to have 8 guns on the, or 8 attachments on the weapons, sorry, because if it is, then Warzone guns could be looking really, really good and really good, to be honest, because there'd be no recoil. You'd have like maximum mag ammo. You'd have literally, it'd be insane, guys, to see how they do carry this across from Warzone, from Cold War into Warzone. Is it going to be the transition, or are we not going to see that put into Warzone? Yeah, like I was saying, guys, all round it's just a really, really fun game. That was literally my next point. But my next point was, it's a fun game. Like that. That's what I need from a Call of Duty right now. We've had so many Call of Duties recently, other than Modern Warfare. Before that, the last good one was Black Ops 4, and they've not been fun to play. Like, I'd rather have a game that's got a small couple of bits wrong with it every now and then, and it's just genuinely a fun game to play, than have this game that's meant to be perfected and it just not be fun to play in the slightest. Like, we need a good multiplayer. I want to just sit here and play multiplayer, grind for camos, but actually have fun whilst I'm doing it. Because on Modern Warfare, I really wasn't doing that. I was grinding for camos, and yeah, there was the occasional game where we had fun, but majority of the time in multiplayer on Modern Warfare, it just was not a fun time. It just wasn't how you wanted it. But this genuinely feels fun, guys. I don't know if it's just because it's like the new game and we've not obviously played it before, but it just feels good, man. It just feels fun. It's a really, really enjoyable game to play, and I will keep saying that. I'll keep saying how enjoyable it is for me, because I just really enjoy it. And I'm not even having the greatest game right now, but I'm enjoying my time whilst I'm playing it. Whereas if I was doing this sort of KD on Modern Warfare, I just wouldn't be having fun. I wouldn't be enjoying myself. But this game, I don't really mind how I'm getting on, especially when I'm making videos for you guys and can just sit here, chill, play the game. I'm not bothered. I'm just quite happy. I'm just having fun. Like, I'm genuinely having fun. Like you say, with the score streaks coming in, as you can see, the artillery obviously came in without us getting on a massive streak, because that's how the score streaks work in this game, which is really sick. But my next point, guys, is the lane systems of the maps are back, and this is, I don't know why Modern Warfare ever thought it was a good idea to take this lane system out. If you guys don't know about traditional Call of Duty maps, there's a 3-lane and a 5-lane map system. Basically, guys, what 3 lanes are, obviously you've got the middle lane, you've got the left lane, you've got the right lane. There's just 3 different ways to get through the map. That is it. That's all there is, just them 3 lanes. And on 12v12 maps, there's 5 lanes, obviously 5 lanes. Because the way this works, the reason this works so well, guys, is on 6v6, you've got all 6 players on each team trying to push down these certain lanes, and that is the only way you can get across the map. And within Modern Warfare, where they didn't have them, and players were all over the map, the maps just seemed really big. You spent all game trying to find people, you actually couldn't find them on multiplayer, and it was just, apart from on some maps, but most of the maps was crazy. You couldn't find anyone. You would struggle to drop 20 to 30 kills in a game of, like, kill confirmed. It was just crazy. Like, there was just nothing there. You guys actually couldn't start streaking up really well and just getting high kill games. So, guys, we're loading into another game of Cartel, which is actually a pretty good map. But as I was saying, the maps on Modern Warfare, they just didn't have them lane systems, and it just makes maps feel so much better. They're put together better, and it just makes you get your gameplay. It allows you to start pub stomping. It allows you to get 100+ kills in games, and you just couldn't do that on Modern Warfare. I mean, you could if you really try harded, but like, you can casually play. You can sit here and play at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, when you're just chilling out with the boys and just playing multiplayer. You can actually drop 100 kills because there's just them lane systems. Everyone's being pushed into the same sort of areas, so you're finding people very often, and that is exactly why lanes are very important in this game, and this is exactly what this game has got back in it. 6v6 maps have obviously got the 3 lane systems, and they're down to a T. All the maps are a lot of fun to play in Miami. What other maps are? Whatever the other maps are, I can't remember off the top of my head, but they're just really fun to play. Like Moscow as well, very, very fun maps to play because, like I say, they've got them 3 lane systems. You go around the left, you go around the right, or you go down the middle. And that is it. They are the only options of getting through the map. There's no other way of doing it, and it's just a really, really good way of putting maps together. And like I keep saying, why Modern Warfare took it out, I've got no idea. I think they just wanted to try something different. Unfortunately for them, it didn't work out. It was worth the risk, I suppose, because if it had, it would have been game-changing, and people would have really enjoyed it. However, it didn't work out. And I'm just glad that Treyarch have brought the 3 lane system back into the maps, and it's just made multiplayer a lot more fun for you guys that haven't played a multiplayer with lane systems before. You're going to see the difference that it does make, and you OGs that have played COD for a long old time, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about, how 3 lane systems make the map a lot better. So next up, guys, I just want to talk about movement real quick, and I really do like the movement that's in this game. It's when you're sprinting. I'm going to try and show it to you guys now. As you can see, like, when the first step's taken from a sprint, he sort of jolts the gun about, because you can really see him taking that, like, you can really feel that first step, like it's a big, it boosts off with that first step, and I don't know how to explain it to you guys without you feeling it. It's a bit difficult to show you, but as you can see, like, that first step, he really pulls the gun down a lot more, whereas if I just walk forwards, as you guys can see, if I sprint, he really yanks the gun down because he's getting into that flow, and it just feels really nice. It feels like a lot more of a realistic and reactive movement system. I don't really know how to explain it, but it just feels like very reactive to what you are doing, because obviously you are sprinting, you're taking that first step with a sprint, and you can actually feel that that's what's happening in game, and I just really like that. In terms of movement, obviously sliding's good. The slide cancel's not really too much of a thing. You can still sort of do it to an extent, as you can see. I'm trying to get it done now, but it's not too doable. It's still in the game, don't get me wrong. However, it's not the cleanest thing to do. One thing I do want to say with movement is, I don't know if it's still in the game, but I saw a clip of someone doing some broken movement, guys. Yeah, like this. Basically, what you want to do, you want to sprint, slide, jump, sprint, slide. It's hard to put together. Once you get the hang of it, you can literally float around the map. It's really strange to see. Like, as you guys can see, you guys sort of get what I mean. You're basically coming out of a slide and then straight back into a slide, and it's a really weird movement system. It's a really, really strange movement system. It just allows you to get around the map stupidly fast if you can start getting it all together. I can't quite do it myself. I've not practiced it. I've not really been interested in trying to do it as of yet, because I'm sure it will get patched and sorted out by the time the game launches. So there is that. There's no need to worry about it too much, because like I keep saying, it's beta. It will get better. And things like that should be taken out of the game and fixed pretty quickly, I'd imagine. But also, one thing I don't like about this game, right, is if I'm laying down, say for example, if you're in Warzone right now, say my teammate's the enemy, right, I've got him in my line of sight, I'm going to crouch here because he's just shot at me, I'm going to shield up, or I'm going to let myself heal up at least, and I want to pop back up and start beaming at him. You can't do that option, as you just saw. As I come out of a prone position, as soon as I press X or A, or just to stand up, you un-ADS for a couple of seconds, which is really annoying. I really don't like that. There's been so many situations I've been laying behind cover, just waiting to beam at an enemy with him in my line of sight, and I just can't do it due to the fact that it does un-ADS, and I just really don't like that bit of the game. So hopefully this does get fixed or changed, and you can actually do it the other way around, because I just don't like the fact you can't lay down and then stand up whilst ADSing, because I think it's just I think it's just stupid. I really don't like that. You're just going to lay that. How have you not killed me? You're terrible. And one of the other things, guys, these basically the only 2 negatives that I've got towards the beta right now. Obviously there are a couple of things, but they're just because it's in a beta. Like, you can't expect a perfect game, as I keep saying. It is in beta. That's all I want to say. It's in beta. I can't stress that to you guys enough. People have been moaning to me on social media and all this other stuff, saying how much they hate the game and all this. Like, people have been really ranting about it, and it's just, I don't understand how you can hate a beta that much. Like, obviously there's gonna be things wrong with it. This is the whole point of it. It's so they can find the bugs and the glitches and the problems within the game, so that they can fix it for when the full game comes out, so you guys aren't experiencing any of these issues. But yeah, one of the last things I wanted to say is obviously some of the guns need nerfing, and that's a given with anything. You look at Modern Warfare, they've still got guns that are broken as anything. Like, that's just how Call of Duty is going to work. There are going to be guns that are better than others. Like, you're going to have the better AR in the gun, you're going to have the better SMG, and you're going to have a worse SMG. It's just how it works out. And again, a lot of it's down to preference. Like, it depends what sort of guns you like to play with. If an SMG suits you, that's going to be your favourite, but for others it might be another SMG. And yeah, just some of them do need nerfing and toning down a little bit, but it was exactly the same within the alpha. Some of them needed toning down and stuff like that then, and they've done that. They've changed some of the guns, and yeah, now some of the other ones are overpowered. But when the full game comes out, it will change again. So you got to keep, they'll just keep adjusting to what people are moaning about and what people are finding overpowered and stuff like that. So when it comes to that sort of stuff, you really don't need to worry, because like I say, they'll be on top of it. They'll be changing guns as and when they need them. So it's not really something that needs to be fully worried about right now. But that's basically it, guys. They were my points about this game. It's just a lot of fun. I really do enjoy the game. So hopefully when the game does fully launch, it's going to be pretty similar to what the beta is right now. Obviously with the improvements that it does need. But other than that, guys, I really do enjoy this game. I hope you guys have enjoyed the beta as well. And just a bit of gameplay and me talking about my thoughts and feelings on the game a bit more. I don't usually do this sort of video, so I'm not sure how well it's going to do, because it's not my traditional video. But I wanted to get this out. I wanted to let you guys know how I'm feeling about the game. And I'm just very excited, man. I'm super excited for this game to be launched on launch day. And if you guys don't know already, we are doing a 24-hour stream when the game does drop. So if you guys are available on the 14th of November when the game does drop, and you want to come through to my Twitch stream where I will be streaming for 24 hours, you're more than welcome to do so. The link can be found in the description along with all my other social medias. But yeah, guys, this is going to be in the video. Like I say, let me know in the comments your thoughts on Cold War and how excited you are. If you have enjoyed the video, smash big thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, we're on the road to 5k subs right now. So if you lot can help us hit that, that'd be absolutely amazing, guys. It means the world to me. But yeah, man, we'll catch you all in the next one in a bit.